Alright, time to work on Super Kero Land. Make sure my stream is up. Yep, good to go. Let's get to it. Compile and run. First task of the day, always. Oh yeah. So, I was working on level loading when I left off. Last stream. Super Kero Land. And, oh wait. I need to open up my level file. Dot Super Kero Land levels. Here we go. Here's my level. My grand old level. So, I didn't fix this. Maybe I did. I think I fixed that, but I haven't saved again because I crash when loading. So let's have a look at loading. Hi, there we go. So that's where we're crashing out. Error loading level. So I guess I should do some printfs here. Chunk modulo d I. So we get through chunk 0. So let's see what happens. Chunk 0. We scan through the initial P, right? Wait. Oh, here we go. Chunk 0. We scan for polygons. We get the polygon count. Then, for every polygon, we skip the P. We read all the vertices, and on we go. Then we scan for the coins count, which would be 3. Perhaps I should printf the coins count. Coins modulo d. Coin count. Then for every coin, we scan 2 values, the X and Y, and then we loop around, and we should read chunk. Oh, modulo asterisk. Oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine. So why doesn't that work? Looks like it should work, because it skips white space, right? Well, coins 3. Yep. So E is 0, E is less than coin count. Read 2 numbers. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. E type equals coin, XY. So I guess I'll print out the X and Y. Or I'll just do a space. XY. Okay. 110, 196, 111, 154, 209, 170. So that's all correct. Maybe it's because I read to the end of this, and then there's a new line, and I'm not reading past the new line? I do not know. Maybe I can do just an fget c. Go on. Finish compiling. Well, That's it. I just have to get that new line. That's the whole problem. Problem solved. Okay, so get rid of these printfs. And let's see. So I should have 3, 2, 1 coins. But I'm not seeing any coins. Game data chunks I.entities E.type. Am I initializing chunks I.entities anywhere? I should initialize it to the size of coin count right here. So when I read the polygons, I do that. Oh, I initialize entities right here to 256. So that's fine. Maybe I need to set the top. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Top of entities equals coin count minus 1. Only showing 2 coins, 1 coin, and 0. Did my game just crash? No, it did. It segfaulted. But in any case, top should equal coin count, I guess. There we go. So now we see 3, 2, 1. Is it when I get into this chunk? No? I don't know why it crashed. Maybe it was something to do with the top being incorrect. In any case, it seems to be working fine now. So that was a quick fix. Well, we can save and load coins. Now, what should I do? You could have a a little level with no enemies. That would be okay. Just platforms and coins. So we're almost at the point where we could make a legitimate level. Almost. Wouldn't quite be very interesting, but you could call it a level. So should I do some gameplay with the coins now, I guess? Why not? Why not? So in play mode, you'll draw a score. Maybe I could have the score up above the game. That might be good. So that's going to go into game data. Game data, int score. Whoops. Do I initialize everything to 0, or do I just set everything manually? I don't even set most things. Okay. That's a little bit dangerous. But I guess I'll set score to 0 just right here. Game data dot score equals 0. Okay, maybe that should go within level. I don't know. I'm not sure if it'll be a score either. Score is kind of weird. I feel like it would be better to count the individual coins. I don't really like the concept of a score that's affected by multiple things. I like if you get 1 coin, it's worth 10 points. Right? I prefer 1 coin gets you 1 coin, you know, and then you could spend the coins maybe or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you could have, you know, in Super Mario Land, which this game is inspired by, after each level, or at the end of each level, you have the opportunity to take a little platforming challenge to get into a little bonus screen. And then in that screen, it's a timing challenge to get one of 4 rewards. 1 life, 2 life, 3 lives, or a fire flower. Which isn't really a fire flower, it's something else, but it's basically a fire flower. think I should turn my microphone down. But I think if I just had coins, then between levels, maybe even within levels, like an Alex Kidd, but somewhere in the game, you could have a little shop. Then you can buy extra lives if they exist in this game, which I think are a good idea for this game. I don't like life systems in a lot of games, but I think they would work well in this game. So you could buy extra lives, or you could buy power-ups if you collect coins. I think that'd be good. Okay, so in that case, it won't be in draw game, will it? Well, kind of. No, I think I'll put it in play. In play. We draw game, then we go... Whoops. And bind... Whoops. GL. Bind texture 2D. Wait, isn't it just bind texture? 2D and game data. What is this contained in? Entities texture. Begin. Triangle fan. Okay. So we'll just draw the coin, which I think I should be able to copy paste that actually. Coin. Yeah, it's right here actually. Begin triangle fan. There. Okay, and I should translate this to something. Translate F. I want it to be... Most of the time, the game is going to be more letterboxed to the left and right. So on the sides than up and down, so I can just show. There's more space on the sides of the game than on the top and bottom, because it's a 4:3 aspect ratio game view on a widescreen 16:9 monitor in most cases. So I guess I should draw the coins to the side, but I wonder which side. I guess it's not that important, because I can always change it. So, if I'm drawing it centered, it'll need to be something like, I keep the scale stored, don't I? Or do I calculate it up here? I don't store the scale, I don't calculate it up here. Do I store it in my game data? Game view scale, yeah. So I need the amount of free space I have, which will be game data platform window width minus resolution X times game data game view scale. That's the total distance I have, divided by 2 to give me one side of it. And I'll just put these in here as placeholders. And then I want to translate it to the right some. So, or to the left from here. So this is the left edge of the game view. So I guess I just want to translate it like I don't know, 64 pixels or something like that. Maybe 72. And I might need to scale it as well. And the Y shall be window height minus 72 or something. That's fine. How does that look? It'll be tiny, I think. Yeah, itty bitty. So I will scale it by, well, game view scale should give me a good value. Yeah. And I could even translate it down to line up with the top of the game, which would be height minus resolution Y times game view scale. Whoops. Divided by 2. And it'll be height minus that. That'll line up the center. So I also need to translate it down game view scale times 8. Yeah. So that lines up along the top. Now, I wonder, should I write the number like you have 10 coins, so I just have a coin drawn there and then the number 10? Or I could do something like Roman numerals where I have, 1 coin and then it draws 2 coins when you have 2, 3 coins when you have 3, 4 coins when you have 4. Then when you get 5 coins it draws some other special thing, like a little stack of coins, a specific stack of coins. And then it draws that stack and 1 individual coin up to 9. And then when you get 10 coins it draws a little sack of money or something. That would be a pretty good option. If I wanted to get really extra with it, I could do a whole physics-based coin stack thing, but I think that would be just silly. Maybe that would be good for like when you finish a level to add all your coins to the stack, or maybe you could like add them to a bank or something like that. I don't know. Not sure. If the campaign were long enough, it would make sense to have something like that. I think the symbolic representation is a good idea. Well, but a stack of coins doesn't have to be that big. How should I do it? How should I do it? I'm sure if I just do this, for int I equals 0, I is less than 4 plus I. Then I can translate by a little bit. By game view scale. Times three. Oh, that's way more than I meant. It's also cutting off the edges of those coins oddly. That's very strange. I actually know why. If I move them forward in the z-axis, then they'll draw on top of each other properly. I should put this at like -50. And then apparently this is way too big. Oh, because this is scaled. Because it comes after the scale call. So I just need to call the number of pixels. So that's pretty nice. A stack of coins like that, it would make sense to draw them the other way. Rotate. How does GL rotate work? I can't remember. I need to make sure I call this correctly, obviously. GL rotate. Oh, no F. Angle XYZ. Right. Wait, they did have F listed there. So the angle shall be half pi. And it shall be in the z-axis. So 0, 0, 1. Oh. Apparently it's in degrees, not radians. There we go. So now we've got a nice stack of coins. Yeah, that's pretty good. You could probably stack up to like 10 coins without a problem. Well, let's just try it. I'll initially draw them further down. So minus A minus game view scale times 8 minus game view scale times 30. And then I'll have 10 of them. Yeah, stack of 10 coins doesn't look bad. Perhaps then I could exchange a stack of 10 coins for, let's see, entities. Then I could have a money bag, which perhaps should be larger, perhaps should be the same. Not sure. Let's have a look. Money bag, money bag. It's got to have a sort of open lip up the top. And then it's got to look kind of fat. There we go. Stocky. That looks weird, like a jar. It should be more... It should bulge out more. Bulge out, and then only come in near the top. Well, that kind of looks like a jar now. Maybe it should be lopsided a bit. Like it comes in a bit there. Whereas it maintains its roundness on this side. And then the open lip could be up there. That looks more sackish. I feel like the... Guess this dollar sign needs to be wider, because there needs to be that through it. But I kind of like the idea of cents. It just is a little bit more fun, I guess. If you're collecting cents, it's like more whimsical, I think. Oops. Something like that. And then, you know, a money bag, of course, is just brown. And, let's see. It's got some shine going on up here. A little bit of something. And, maybe a little bit. A little bit like that. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And the inside should sort of, whoops, be a bit dim, but also have a shine to it, because there's gold in there. There be gold. Well, maybe not. That kind of doesn't make sense. Maybe it should just be a very dark color, but maybe we could have a little bit of gold glinting out the top. I think that's pretty good. Except maybe this bottom corner here needs adjusting. Oh, that's the wrong color. So I think this bottom corner needs to just come all the way down like that. No, that's not quite right either. I think like that. Yes. Well, that's looking pretty good. Pretty good little money sack. Yeah, I like that. So now we've got a money sack. So that'll be for 10. Okay, so I shall draw the sacks of money next to the coins. So this is going to be int coin count equals. Well, I don't really need that. I was going to start with the initial count, and then if it's larger than, or, you know, well, you know, I was going to do it some stupid way. I'll do it this way. I is less than game data coins modulo 10. So how many have remaining after you divide by 10? So the ones column basically is what we draw in individual coins. Then I guess I should push and pop here. I don't need the extra brackets because it's inside this GL begin, GL end. I mean inside this for loop. Okay, so that way we just need to translate to the left a bit. 16 pixels or so. Negative 16, 0, 0. Yeah, that's fine. Then we can draw some money bags. I guess in here I'll set coins to 15. Then for game data coins over 10 modulo 10. So that way we take the tens column and we draw a money bag for each of those. I feel like maybe we should only draw up to 5 money bags or something. Or up to 4 money bags. Maybe our set sizes should be 10, 50, and 100. Because going over that many coins would be pretty crazy. Although between multiple levels, you might do that. So coins over 10. Modulo 10. So then how am I going to do it? I only have trouble with this because I always think in base 10. Now I have to adjust to a group size of 50. So I guess if I just do... If I do coins divided by 10 modulo 5, that'd be right, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? 4 every 10, or games divided by 5 modulo 10. So if I have 15 coins, I divide by 5 and I get 3, and then modulo 10. Oh, that'd still be 3. That'd be wrong. No. Maybe game data coins over 5. They're bags of 10. So I divide by 10. Then I modulo by 5, right? So then if I have 15, I divide by 10, and I'm left with 1. I did the math wrong earlier in my head, but still came to the right conclusion. So then I'm left with 1. Then when I modulo that by 5, I get 1. I think I will need a running total. Int coins equals game data coins. Then I need to start with these bags, lots of 10, up to 5. Then coins, lots of 1 up to 9, and this will only be up to 4. Yeah. And this way I can subtract. So I just need to go coins divided by 10. And the way I'll make a maximum of 4 is by decreasing this coins count by the number of whatever other collection of coins I draw, maybe a chest. So then this needs to only be, this can actually just be coins. Coins minus equals coins over 10 times 10. Now, push matrix and, whoops, pop matrix. Then, for every coin bag, this would be at 1 over 16, and same there. This is 2 over 16 and 2 over 16. Okay. Because of the rotation, it's translated in the wrong direction. So actually this rotation should only happen down here with the coins, because I'm drawing them sideways. Okay, that's better. Still not exactly lined up properly. Somehow my coins are in the wrong spot. But, all my bags. Let's have a look. I'm not sure. If I draw 19, I'll get a closer estimate. I think my coins are, well, nothing's lined up with the top there. Anyway, if I have 49 coins, I should get 4 bags and a stack of 9. See, it would make sense for the coin bags to be lined up horizontally as well. So that's trouble. Wonder if I should be ignoring depth when drawing the UI, because it seems to only be causing trouble. Okay, that's better. So whatever gets drawn second gets drawn. But should I draw my bags vertically? Let's just see how that looks. I bet it'll look really weird. Yeah, that's totally strange. Ah, the coins look like they're drawn up higher because of the rotation and they're skinny. So I should just translate them down a little bit. How many pixels? 1, 2, 3. That'll line up the bottom of the coins with the bottom of the bags. But drawing coin bags like that is totally weird. Now, if I drew them behind each other, if I started with a translation that is coins over 10 times 3, then it looks like I'm drawing them on the ground behind each other rather than stacking them vertically like the coins look. So that's a pretty cheap solution to that. I should also move them 1 pixel further to the left so they don't touch like that in that awkward way. And maybe I should separate them further. Also, this should be coins over 10. Well, now I don't need this. But I will. So maybe I should separate them by 4 pixels because they're a bit close. And this should be coins over 10 minus 1 times 4. And maybe by another pixel. Yeah, that's starting to look pretty good. I'll try one more and see how that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good, and it adds up to the same height. The 4 bags with the 9 coins. But these look like they're put on the ground behind each other, and these coins look like they're stacked up together. So that's pretty good. Just by changing the draw order. The magic of 2D effects. So, but there's going to be a problem when you have more than 49 coins. It draws too many bags. So we need another kind of vessel. And perhaps a chest would be appropriate. I'm thinking a big chest. It'd be a nice surprise. The first time you get over 49 coins, this big chest shows up. Boom. Perhaps it should be sort of drawn 3-dimensionally. Like that. And it'll need to be rounded. That looks pretty good. And this will need to come across the top. Then this needs to come up in the same way. Okay. But perhaps this should be open. Yeah, I'm thinking open would be better. You need to be able to see your spoils. So this needs to come across in the same way as up there. Then the back needs to be open. Well, I'll get some color on there just to help visualize. Well, maybe more. Something like that. Add some dithering in there. Then the light would shine somewhat on this side if it's coming at that angle. Something like that. And need a bit more. Whoops. That might be good. Now, how do we do an open chest lid? I think something like a straight line up for a bit. How will it look? How will it look? I know realistically I would go back beyond the sprite boundaries I've made, but I want it to fit in here. And I think it can while still looking reasonable. Maybe it could just be a flat lid. That would be kind of funny for a chest, but might kind of fit the theme. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And it's got to be the same from over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, how is this messed up? Oh. Might have messed it up over here. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And like that. You know, the lid could be a little bit bigger than the actual top of the chest. That would feel like, yes, it's got a little overhang, it's a little bigger. That makes sense. Inside of the lid should be dark. Actually, I might make it look kind of recessed. It's slightly rounded. Yeah. And maybe I need to dither that a little bit. Something like that. Not too sure. Maybe it should actually be dithered. Just around the edge like this. give it the sense of having a little bit of a recess. Not sure. I don't know. That looks weird, but I'll leave it for now. Now, does that mean the maximum number of coins is 149? Maybe you can have multiple chests. Not sure. I guess you could. I don't want to dynamically update the inside of the chest. That would be a bit extra. Let's do that color. The light's coming in this way, so yeah, that side would be a bit visible. But perhaps a line there to show the corner where a little bit less light gets in. And then some gold peeking up. So we could draw just some bits in here. Doesn't need to be very detailed. And then highlights to give a roundness to everything in here. It looks like coins poking up. Maybe that needs maybe a little bit of a darker section here, a darker section there, so that coins look like they're kind of overlapping a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too good either, but you know, what can you do? Yeah, I'm alright with that. And should it have a symbol on the front? I like this here, but I don't know if it's necessary on a chest. It's clearly full of money. I think I'll leave it for now. Okay, so we need to draw chests. Chests, lots of 50. Up to, how many chests should you be able to get? If I let you get 4 chests, then you could have a maximum of 249 coins. That would be pretty good. And I'll just immediately skip to that. So I just need to copy paste this code. And it would be coins over 50 times 50. Then coins over 50 minus 1. Yeah, I guess I'll draw the chests vertically as well. But I'll do something like this. Number 0, then number 1. So I modulo 2 equals 1 question mark. That 0. And then I modulo 2 equals 0 question mark. So on number 0, so on number 0 we need to translate up afterwards. Then on number 1 we need to translate across. But we need to translate up and to the side. So we always translate up and to the side, and then to the side, up and to the side, up and to the side, to the side. Yeah. So we translate up into the side, so that'd be like -8. -8. Or 16. Yeah. That should do it. And we go 6 per thing. And this would be -35. Or 34. Then the text chord is 2244 and 141411. And it's bigger, 1616. Okay, that's not right. Not quite right. Coins over 50. Oh. There. Well, that's 4 chests, which is what I want, but perhaps they should stagger. So either you go down, up by 4 or up by 2, or down by 4 or down by 2, and then the sideways thing is probably, well, 6 and 12. Nope. Oh. There. Okay. More. So either 8 or 4. And I guess that would be correct. Almost right. Needs to be further across, of course, so I'll just 42. Further still, because we translate to the right by 12. After we've done 6, though, so it should only be 48. Okay, that's right, so they're not touching by 1 pixel. I kind of like that the chests, they go up higher and they come down further as well. Just makes them feel a little bit more epic. Okay, so it's going off the screen now. So where's my initial translation? Translate by 72, let's make it to by 32. Oh, that's too close, but 33. 33 should do the trick. Well, it's only 1 pixel away. But now it is on the screen. But if I instead go game view scale times 4, is everything multiplied by game view scale? Almost. Game view scale times 4. Uh-oh. Times 8, I believe. Oh, times 9. Okay, so that's looking really nice. It's actually fitting in really well to a 1080p display. Boy, I was feeling a bit odd this morning. I was like, I feel strange. I feel sort of hot and uncomfortable and like unmotivated and stuff like that. But I thought it was just like, I don't know, a lazy day feeling. But now my throat is really bothering me and I'm having trouble talking. I'm like, man, I was considering not streaming, but I really wanted to stream, so I did anyway. But I'm going to keep streaming anyway, but you might just hear a lot of coughing and my voice might be really weak today. But I like that view. So now let's start your coins off at 0. And I'll go into the game. You get no coins displayed there. And I will just... Oh, wait. but I haven't done picking up the coins. So in play, oh wait, I'm already in play. You need to be able to pick up the coins. So we collide with all of the polygons in the chunk. Now we need to collide with all the coins for all the entities. Int e equals 0. E is less than. I'll copy this. Size, yada yada yada. Of entities plus plus e. And you know, since I'm ordering everything whenever I load, I could optimize this, but then I'd have to order it when I switch between the editor and the playing, which wouldn't be so good. So I don't know about that. It'll probably run fine without that optimization. I was thinking I could loop through until I find, or I could even store the number of coins, the number of enemies, etc. And then I could just loop through the coins and then have a separate loop for the enemies and a separate loop for other things. But I think I'll just treat every entity just individually. Switch game data level dot chunks chunk dot entities e dot type. Switch on the type. Case entity coin. Then we shall delete the coin. So for int I equals 0, I is less than the size of entities plus plus I. I guess that should be the top, because the size could be different. Then game data entities I equals, should be less than this -1. Actually, I can just subtract 1 from it. Minus that. Then entities I equals entities I plus 1. So that deletes the coin. Then game data coins plus plus. Okay. So let's just add a bunch of coins in this level here. Look, oh yes, this is the intended path for the player to take. This is level design right here. It's great. And then we need I need a double. I need to use my mouse and my laptop touchpad to click fast enough. Okay, 249 and 250. Okay, so I'm going to save that and reload it just... Okay, oh. That's not right. Oh, wait. I'm just not colliding with them. I'm just like, yep, loop through them all and just remove them all and add to the coins. I am not clever. So we need to check if the player actually collides. So if polygons intersect, we don't need a minimum translation vector. Player polygon 4. And then I guess every entity will have its own polygon, right? Do I have an entities thing, or is it just in chunk? It's in chunk, isn't it? Entity has a type, a position. Let's see. I guess I should make this a union, like this. Union. And then struct. Oops, need semicolons. And this struct shall be coin end coin. So coin has a position, then coin has a polygon. Which would be vec2t polygon 4. And we'll also call that poly. Okay, coin shall have a polygon. Actually, I think it should be a pointer. And I'll just point to the coin polygon. Because it would be an awful lot of data to store each coin's polygon. But maybe not so bad, because other entities are going to have more information than coins. And being a union, it'll be the same size regardless. So I actually think it's better to just store it natively. Store it natively. In which case, let's see, it's gonna be this dot polygon. And maybe I should name this union struct coin, so that I can say dot coin dot polygon. I'm not sure if that's how unions and structs work, but we'll see if I get an error. And of course that'll be 4. And if they intersect, then we do all of this stuff. Okay, now in main, when I create all of these coins... Actually, maybe I should do it at the start of play. That would make probably the most sense. So loop through all of the entities and all of the chunks. Build collision polygons for entities. And I need to loop through every chunk. Okay, rename that to C. Then switch on the type. Case entity coin. Okay, so for every coin, I wonder if I should make a nicer polygon, but I think I'm just going to do a polygon like this. Wait. So that would be 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna... I'm sure the compiler can optimize this out. I'm just giving myself a name for this so I don't have to have that copy pasted everywhere. Int coin dot polygon. I guess I can just call this... Whoops. I could actually just call this coin. Entity t star coin. And then I can say coin polygon. 0.x equals coin pos.x plus 3. And 3.x will be the same. And 1 will be plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 2 will be the same as that. Then something similar for the y. It's just coinpos.y plus 8. Wait. This is 16 by 16? Right. Plus 16. And 16. Wait. 16, 16. And 0, 0. Of course, right there. Okay, that should maybe do it. Errors. Initialization from incompatible pointer type. Oh, right. So coin arrow coin dot. Oops. Now does that work? Struct anonymous has no member named pos. Ah, yes. I'm just going to use the mouse. I think it'll be faster. Okay, entity has no member named pos. Ah. In editor, 42 level chunks coins dot coin. And in editor 172 level chunks dot entities dot coin dot position. Entity has in editor 350 chunks entities e dot coin dot pos. And 453 dot coin dot position dot coin dot position. Whoops, I've done it wrong there. Dot coin position. 467 dot coin dot position, then main. 247 entities dot coin dot position. Oh, back into editor now. Editor 467. Oh, I messed it up, did I? Yep. Entities doodle dot coin. Then back into main 410. Coin position, and we're good to go. Okay, 250. It's not removing the right one. Whoops. That's my wife, so of course I'll take a minute to message her. I was watching a Cobalt Streak stream a little while ago, and he was complaining about the release date of the Binding of Isaac expansion or something. And he said, yeah, they released Afterbirth Plus, or whatever it was, on his girlfriend or wife, I think it's wife, is called Rustling Rose on the internet, on Rustling Rose's birthday. So I had to stream on her birthday. I had to skip her birthday. I'm like, dude, just don't stream on her birthday. Do the game release the next day. No big deal. And I would understand if she was the type of person that's like, I don't care about the specific date that my birthday is. I just care that I get one day a year around that time. That's all for me. And so they would decide together, okay, I'll stream Cobalt's perspective. I'll stream on the Binding of Isaac release. But then we'll celebrate your birthday another day. That would be fine. But the fact that he really cared and was complaining about the Binding of Isaac release, making him stream on her birthday, makes it seem like, oh, so he wants to celebrate her birthday on her birthday. But he was forced. Okay. Anyway, back to work. So we're in play. Collision with coins happens here. So I'm just starting at 0. I should be starting at E. Well, seems like the coin collision polygon isn't quite correctly calculated, but oh, look at that. Hey, give me that. Give me those coins. It's not doing them at all when I'm jumping. That's strange. So what's up with that? If player.grounded last frame and... Okay. So if I put this into the wrong spot... Yeah, I meant to put it up here. Cut, paste it right here. Okay. Still not colliding quite right. It seems like the collision polygon is off to the left of the coin. But everything seems to be going well. I like the way all the chests get pushed back. Oh, we've got 250. Yeah. Looks like we need to translate the chests further to the left again. They're not evening out. So how am I drawing those chests? Let's see. I translate up based on the number of chests I've got. Then I either translate -6 or 12. I guess it should just be -8 or 8. Last one. Boop. That's pretty nice. Does feel like I have a lot of money. And that does look pretty good, I think. My pixel art is getting more and more acceptable. Oh, I just realized I've been steeping my tea this entire stream. So, that is going to be some strong peppermint rose tea. That's an hour and 13 minutes of steeping. Well, in my somewhat ill state, I think I will need the extra peppermint. Importantly, not spearmint. That's the stuff that they put in toothpaste. You know, I think people would be fine with the spearmint taste in some foods if it weren't in toothpaste. People are fine with how toothpaste tastes most of the time. And so am I. But then if you taste something else like a drink, a spearmint drink, you're like, ugh, it tastes like toothpaste. Even though that's not inherently a bad flavor, it's just a bad flavor for anything but toothpaste because it reminds you of toothpaste. Oh boy, more coins. I'm really having fun just collecting these coins. I'm like, ooh, I want to go and grab some coins. Already just having this system here collecting all the coins makes this game quite fun. I'm like, oh, where can I go and find some more coins? Makes me want to, you know, explore the nooks and crannies. Yeah. I could do something like this, where you can only get there if you're the little guy. Hey, Cute Math, what's up? Ship it. You're right. Well, I just better show this on the stream so that people know I'm not lying. I didn't decide this. It wasn't my fault. But as you can see here, Cute Math has told me I have to ship this game. So, this is going to be the trailer for the game. Hello, I'm Nick. I made Super Kero Land. I thought I was only a little bit of the way into development, just sort of getting basic systems going, but Cute Math has informed me it's ready to ship. So, as you can see, you can walk on these platforms, you can collect these coins. There's still debug information being drawn. it's a feature. The collision polygons are way off for the coins, but, you know, it does look cool when they stack up into bags and then into chests. So that's... I mean, at least it's ready for Steam Early Access, you have to admit. In addition to that, Super Kero Land has a built-in level editor. You press F1, you're editing, you know, I want way more coins. I'm just going to add them into the... And if you've got a laptop, you can mouse and touchpad at the same time to click them in twice as fast. There you go. So please buy my video game on Steam Early Access. I will not be updating it. Goodbye. Alright, I'm going to edit that part of the stream into a little video. And when I say edit, I mean I'm going to cut at the start and then cut at the end. And that's going to be a video. I'm going to put that up on YouTube. Thanks, Cute Math. And then, of course, I really am going to launch the game on Steam Early Access right now. It will cost $40, I think, would be a fair price for this. Now, collision polygons. Why is this all wrong? Oh yeah, because we draw centered. So instead of +3 and +12, that would make the width 9. Is that correct? They don't have a center thing, so it can't possibly be correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The width is 10. So -5, +5, +5, -5. Anyway, how you going, Cute Math? And then this would be, the height is 16, so +8, +8, -8, and -8. And now the collision polygons should be fixed. There we go. Alright, so I know I said I was launching the game in the last video, but before I even opened Steam, I went and fixed a bug. So I'm going to call this version 2 of Super Kero Land. The price has gone up $5. Now the collision polygons for the coins are correct. So please buy my video game. Goodbye. Alright, I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut that out of the stream as well into its own little video. It's going to be great. This is going to be great. The Super Kero Land marketing videos. Please buy my video game. It'll be grand. I really do have fun just literally launching this and picking up all these coins and seeing them stack up on the side there. It's so much better than just a thing saying your score. Collecting up each individual coin, putting them into a bag, and then putting them into chests. Who wouldn't want to... You know, people like disappointed with the Cube World launch. This is like what Cube World should have been. This is what everyone was hoping for. A fat little frog guy who can pick up coins. Refactoring the entire website you're developing? Ouch. Web dev is already the worst. And you have to refactor the whole website. It's like the most drudgery type work there is. I hope the website doesn't have any JavaScript. If every web page is 4 megabytes of JavaScript, then I really pity you. Oh dear. I already feel like I could edit this part here. I could edit this. So this is gonna go up higher. Like this. It's gonna be great. Gonna be great. And then I'll add in a new polygon. And this one will be flat down here. Maybe I should make these red squares the size of one in-game pixel. That might be appropriate. Might make it easier to judge things. Okay. Then, oh yeah, that's great. Put some coins down here. Ding, 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 ding. And then 3 coins up here. But I need this guy to get out of the way. Now the problem I'm encountering is that the editor adds things in, but the gameplay takes them away. When I pick up these coins and go back into the editor, they're not there. Hey! I guess that's pronounced Moiko Plays. So cute. Do you use OpenGL? Yes, I'm using OpenGL to draw the graphics. You didn't like the graphics and the JavaScript was a bit messy. Wait, how are you supposed to write logic then? Without JavaScript? With a little bit of JavaScript? A little teeny tiny bit of JavaScript. Only 10.2 kilobytes of JavaScript. Okay, so you're doing it right. You're doing it right. But when I go onto somebody's blog and it has to load up 4 megabytes of JavaScript and Google Ads and friggin' Discus for the comments and crap like that, it's like, Jesus, man, I just need to read the text on this website. And it takes this long to load your goddamn thing. That's funny, that gap there. I should move that across. I should also move this up a pixel. And that can go up a pixel. Wonderful. That's kind of slightly... Yeah, there we go. So, instead of removing those coins from the entities, I need to mark them as invisible or deactivated or something like that. That'll be the ticket. Make sure to save before I close. I'll definitely need to add something that prompts you when you try to close the game. It's like, you've edited the level. Are you sure you want to close without saving? Something like that. That'll be good. Man, because I'm feeling sick, I'm in this horrible, awkward temperature where I'm like, I'm just too hot, so I take, undo my robe. You can stream in pajamas and nobody knows. Now you guys know. I can undo my robe and then I'm like, I'm nice and cool. And then I'm too cold and then I have to tie my robe back up. It's awful. Anyway, first world problems. So you can see, yeah, OpenGL. Anyway. So I need to deactivate the coins. So I think I'll just have a boolean. Bool active. And then at the start of when the level is loaded, I guess. Where's the load level? Load level when the level is loaded. We need to set, whoops, what? I just killed main. I need to reopen main. We need to set .coin .active equals true. Yes, immediate mode OpenGL 2 to be even more precise. And I think it'd be 2.2 to be the most precise. Why did I choose C to make this game? Because it's my favorite programming language at the moment. It's the one I'm most productive in. And it gives me just total power over everything, which is how I like to program. It also gives me responsibility, so if I were using Unity, right? I see this a lot. So if I were using Unity or Unreal or whatever and I made this game and then there were performance problems or it didn't work on someone's computer or something like that, they would file a bug report, or maybe they wouldn't, but if they did, they would be, hey, Nick, you bastard, you sold me this game and it doesn't work or it runs like shit or there's this problem or that problem, and I'd have to say, well, I'm using Unity or Unreal, so, and it's because of that engine. It's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about it. I can try to work around it, but ultimately this particular problem just comes down to the engine. And some people will be like, well, screw you, blah, blah, blah. And some people will be like, well, yeah, I guess. But either way, it's bad for the person playing the game. Whereas if I'm doing it all myself, which I am, so even the platform code, I use SDL2 on Windows and possibly Mac if I make a Mac version, but I do native, X11 code for Linux, and I'll actually do native Windows code later. So even right down to that level, I'm doing all the code myself. So that way, if someone comes to me and says, hey, this doesn't work, this weird thing happens, it doesn't run on my machine, whatever, I can actually go and fix it. And also, I want to make games. At this point, I've made several games. that I've released. Maze 95 is the most recent that I've actually released. Bob Ross Siding Paintings Museum, etc. These games all had specific goals, though. None of these were games that I want to live on forever necessarily. It was just like, this was my first game, I wanted to finish a game. This, I wanted to learn a little bit of the Godot engine. This was learning Pico 8 and doing a platformer. This was doing a tribute to Bob Ross. And then this was where I really got serious about being good at developing games. So this was a fully software-rendered 3D game, which was a lot of fun to make. This one would be on the edge of what I'm about to talk about. And No Timon definitely is a game that this applies to, and Super Kero Land is another one. I want to make games now that can last forever. You know, when you think about old movies, it's tragic that some of the original, film strips, whatever those are called, tapes, some of the original tapes, have been lost forever. So those movies simply don't exist anymore. But of the really old movies that still exist, many of them are still watchable today, and some of them are probably some of the greatest artistic works of humankind, Not many of them. A lot of them are just, completely dated, but some of them are worth watching today, and even important to watch today to get a perspective on modern art and things like that. So I want my games, much as they're just no big deal. This is just a platform or whatever, you can make your own levels and stuff. But I want them to be able to last forever, and if I decide in 20 years that, I should port Super Kero Land to whatever the modern systems are, I want to be able to just pick up the code and, change anything that needs to be changed. I don't want to have to go, oh crap, it was this old Unity project. Unity isn't even around anymore, so I can't even update it to the most recent version of Unity to use it. I would have to rebuild the game from absolute scratch. I want to be able to go and get that code base and change the back end and compile it for the new system. The Nintendo Duck, whatever they make, it really swims and flies and eats bread and plays video games. I want to be able to port my game to that. So that's one of the reasons why I'm using C. Also, I have a video on YouTube called Why I'm Switching from C++ to C in 2019, if you're interested in more specifics about just the language, rather than oh, sure, you could do that with C++, or you could do that with Rust, or whatever. And sure, assembly. Although assembly on x86-64 is kind of not really effective to write, I don't think. I'm totally going to program in assembly when I assemble my 6502-based 8-bit computer, but programming x86-64 assembly is, kind of a joke. I'd never get anything done, and it wouldn't be as portable as C. So, anyway, I need to make the coins inactive when you pick them up now, instead of removing the coin, which makes this a lot simpler. Game data chunks, entities, E dot coin dot active equals false, and I need to just check if active, and so that way you might think, oh, you should do this check first and then a separate if statement for this, but the way C works is it sort of evaluates, if I run this combination of checks, both of them have to be true because there's an AND to get into the body of this if statement. Therefore, I'll start at the start, I'll run this check, and if it's false, then I know the entire expression is false, and I'll just quit out, and I won't run this part of the expression. So that already is built into C, so that's pretty nice. So anyway, we make them inactive. Then, perhaps, well, yeah, I want to not draw them if they're active, so I was already in main, wasn't I? So in draw game, here are the coins. For every coin, if coin dot active. Then we draw it. But if coin dot active or, well, I need to still draw them when I'm in the editor. So, interesting how I explain my code even though I don't have to. Well, I mean, I guess it's two things really. One thing is that since I'm streaming, it's just nice for anyone who's watching to have a little explanation here and there. I don't explain every single line all the time, but occasionally, I know when I'm watching a development stream, I want to hear an explanation for what the code is being written rather than trying to decipher it myself as they go. And also, it's rubber duck debugging, If you haven't heard of that, it's where you put a rubber duck on your desk, and then you go through every line of your code explaining to the rubber duck how the code works. And just doing that is an excellent way of realizing you've coded things completely incorrectly. Because you had one intention, but the code you wrote down does something else. You're like, oh my god, how could I be so stupid? That doesn't work at all. So maybe I need... Maybe instead of putting this inside its own if statement, I need something in game data to tell me if I'm in the editor or not. Or maybe I could even make it an argument for draw game. Draw game could have an argument called bool draw inactive entities. But the thing is, there are going to be moving entities. So, like, I'm not going to have Goombas, obviously, but I'm just going to use them as an example because I haven't made a basic enemy yet. Goombas in the level editor will stand, wherever they start. But then in the game, they're going to have a different position. Like an updated state. So maybe I should have... Maybe I should copy the entities. Whenever I play the level, I have a different copy of the entities, which is the game state entities. And they can be set inactive, and they can be moved around because they walk, like Goombas or whatever. And then I have the static entities, which are just exactly as they appear in the level file. And it would address the correct entities array based on whether you're in the editor or playing. Because when you switch from playing to the editor, you want to see the Goombas back in their starting positions. Alternatively, every entity could have multiple data points. One that's like, or basically duplicates, duplicate data for when they need to be edited. So the coin has this active boolean, which would be there either way, with either implementation. But then the editor ignores the active state of the coin. And then Goombas would have a sort of a home position where they spawn, and then a current position. And it would use the current position when you're playing, and then the home position when you're editing. Which method would be better? Then there's the trouble of entities who create other entities. Like, well, I guess there would just have to be entities that don't get saved. So, I like the idea of a cannon that can create Goombas. Right? And you have to go... either it's an infinite stream of Goombas, or you can, like, deactivate the cannon. Or just get past it. And then, you know, no more Goombas. But, of course, the only data that would be saved in the level file would be the cannon that creates Goombas. So when you switch between the play and the editor, there would be these Goombas who aren't supposed to exist in the editor. And if I had this separate array of entities, it would be fine to just add entities on to that separate array. And then when you switch to the editor, it wouldn't draw them because it'd be accessing an entirely different array of entities. So that would be fine. Whereas if I had this other method where entities have duplicate data where they need it for active position and home position and things like that, then I don't know how I would do these spawning Goombas. So I think it's going to have to be the separate array method. So let's see, level, it's going to be inside level. Whoops, which is inside chunk. Or no, it's not. Where is level? Is it inside main? Level. Name and chunks. Oh yeah. So inside every chunk, we can have two arrays. Entities, and then something like... Maybe I shouldn't name either of the arrays entities, because that might get a little bit confusing. Later on when I'm programming, I might just access entities thinking, oh yes, I just need the entities. And then I would forget that one of them is active and one of them is like static or something like that. Entities. Static. But that makes me think of like just non-moving entities, so that is not really a good word. Well, this one's going to be entities active. Or maybe, you know what, I'll just call them entities play and entities editor. That's how I'll do it. Okay, and then back in main, I will do entity T. Well, no, it can't be that. How am I going to swap between these when I'm drawing? That's trouble. That is trouble. Wonder if I could also make this function inline. That would be nice. Because I need to go through multiple chunks. Like down here, left chunk, right chunk. So I can't just make a pointer to either entities play or entities editor at the start. I could figure out this left chunk, right chunk stuff and then make 3 pointers. But that would complicate things as well. Or would it? Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't. So let's go entity T star entities 3. And this shall be bool Play. Maybe bool editor. Sure. Then if editor, I need to figure out chunk left, chunk right before this. So if editor entities 0 equals game data level chunks chunk left dot entities editor, then number 1 shall equal chunk left plus 1, and number 2 shall equal chunk right. And I guess I should have a check where if chunk right is larger than chunk left, then we do these two, and it doesn't matter if these two are the same pointer. I just don't want to try to access a chunk that doesn't exist. So then we need to replace game, else need to access the entities play array. Play. Then every time I access game data level, well, okay, bugger. I'm just gonna have to replace it all with entities. Well, now it's gonna be chunk left. I'm just gonna have to subtract chunk left whenever I access entities as well, so that's a pain. But it's fine. So the chunks c.polygons, that's fine. Polygons. Coins, okay. So not chunks c.entities, but entities c minus chunk left. That's what I need, isn't it? Yeah. Switch entities c minus chunk left e dot type. So that should work. I'm going to compile this just to see that I don't get errors on these lines, so that I don't go through and quote fix unquote all my lines and then have to fix them again. So chunk t has no member entities to mean sprites in play. Sure. In file included in main. Play.c, so that's fine. Editor.c, where's main.c? There will definitely be errors in main. Okay, a lot of references to entities in editor. Okay, here's main. Error conflicting types for draw game. Right. Line 69. Bool editor. But that's fine. 252. Chunk T has no member entities. Did you mean? Alright, so that was before. So chunks 0 dot entities. I guess I will just call this entities play. I don't even need this anymore though. The polygon chunk, it's not even a polygon count anymore. It's an entity count, but I don't need it. So I'll just remove that. Now, what other errors did we get? 262. Okay, so we didn't get errors on entities C minus chunk left. Alright, so that is good. So now I can replace game data level dot chunks c dot entities with entities c minus chunk left. And that's going to fix those ones. Okay, so where else do we have entities? Apparently that's it. So in play. Now I've got to edit all these calls to entities. I'm going to have to do a whole shebang. So this can be for entities play. In fact, I think they can all be entities play. Entities with entities play. Don't need to replace that. Yes, no, yes, 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 yes. Nope. Okay, so that should be those fixed. But we need to copy, when we enter play, we need to copy all of the entities from entities editor to entities play. So I need pretty much this. Copy entities from editor to play. And this should be less than entities editor. Then also I should size entities play. Man, I'm just too hot, too cold. I hate being sick. So annoying. So unfair. So unfair. For anyone who played Mario Kart 8. Can I just call free? Do I have error checking for that? I can't remember. KDA free. No, I need to check for the error myself. So if I don't think I should do it in play. I think I should do it in main. I should initialize it. Where are we? I think I initialized the normal. In load level. I initialize the entities to 256. Maybe I should make a max active entities of 512. So I'm going to need this line and that line. And I will do it simply when the game starts. I'll just do it down here after we load the level. Okay, game data level chunk. Okay, I need to loop through every chunk. Oh, which means it does need to happen when we load. Alright. On load. After all of that has been successful, but do it for every chunk. After we've even closed the file. Then loop through every chunk and initialize game level chunks I entities play to 512. And the top of entities play shall equal the top of entities editor for now. Okay. That should be fine. So now they're all initialized to the right size. Now I need to copy everything over. So game data level chunks, entities, play, E equals entities editor, E. And that's gonna be that. I'll just have to edit the top whenever I add and remove entities. So now I really can remove those coins from entities play. I guess I should edit the top when I enter. This, because I could switch between play and editor, changing the number. Yeah. And also I could play, remove some coins, edit, add some coins, play, and then it's like it's not right. So that'll be good. That'll do it. Now, I think this is all done. So now I need to fix up the entire editor thing. Basically every reference to entities needs to say entities editor. Yep. 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 Yes. 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 Thank you very much. That reminds me of something. It was kind of a meme in my primary school, and I have no idea why or how it came about. But people would sing, "Thank you very much for your kind donation. Give me $50 or I'll punch your face in." I don't know how that came about, why people sang it. Just came back to mind. In function play, error I undeclared on line 18. Oh, chunk C. In play, 2 free arguments to draw game. That would of course be false, and in editor, draw game shall say true. Then in main, on line 380, free entities editor, and that's going to be the same here, and here, and here, and there. 387. Junk entities editor. Alright. Will it run? No. Error loading level. That's interesting. How did I error out? Why would there be an error? Well, let's see where we're erroring out. Printf. Actually, I should leave error messages in here. Standard error. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. A. Whoops. B. C. D. None of those? That doesn't make sense. Where else could it be erroring out? In these. Q. R. S. A. Okay, so why didn't it say A before? Because maybe it did and I just didn't see it at the end there. A. Really? Okay, let's... How many chunks are we getting through? Chunk modulo D. Chunk 0, chunk 1, A. This is the very problem I had right at the start of the stream, and I fixed it immediately. So how have I buggered it up again? Let's see what this file says. chunk 0, polygon 6, doodle doodle doodle, coin 0. Maybe it's because there are 0 coins. Maybe that's an error. Coins D/N. Ah. So only do this if get C if coin count is larger than 0. There we go. Okay, so we put some coins here. For some reason they're black. And also I'm not picking up any of them. Well, but they're not disappearing. What? And well, that's kind of acting as expected. When I go to the editor, they get replaced. But why are they appearing black? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Bind texture, entities texture. Oh yeah, if active. So I need to remove that. That was an error. Still, it was only doing nothing. Why would they appear black? Oh, I can remove all those printfs from the load. Well, I'll leave them there, just for debugging later. So I'm sure I'll bugger it all up again. Coin.pause. I mean, it's drawing in the right position. It's getting this silhouette, so it must just be the color. I must have a color carried over from this. I didn't reset the color afterwards. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. So I need to only draw them if they're... yeah, I need to remove them. That's right. In play. I do need to remove them now. Over here. Here it is. If we intersect with the coins, then int e equals... no, int I equals e. I is less than the top plus plus I, and we need to minus minus the top, and game data entities play I equals I plus 1, so that's going to remove the entity, and active doesn't matter anymore, does it? Well, yeah, I guess I don't need this active value anymore in the coin entity. Remove that, okay. And in play. Yeah, I don't need to check if they're active anymore, because they just won't be there anymore. Ding, 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 ding. They all disappear, go into the editor, they show up, go back here and they show up again because I went to the editor. I'm fine with that. I think that's fine. That's not a problem. Well, that's fabulous. Just like that, I've got entities that instance themselves for the game. Man, I just love picking up these coins. Okay, so let's make some more edits to this level. We'll give you a coin there, 2 coins here, a coin in the jump. I'll put 3 coins over here, and then we'll put 1 coin down here. Brilliant, brilliant level design. That Shigeru Miyamoto, stop stealing my ideas. I'm gonna be a genius here and be like, you have to go under and over. That's right, backtracking. We've already got that. Yes, you can walk up this slope. I think I might need to move that coin. Maybe if you click on a coin with the coin placement tool, it should pick up the coin instead of placing another one. I don't know. But I'll do a coin at the top. Coins in midair. And then Some lovely little coins there. And then this is going to be a secret coin bomb right here. It's going to be brilliant. You get to the end of this little bit here, and you get 100 coins instantly. I'm a genius. People love coins, so give them coins and they'll love the game, right? Obviously this net level is nowhere near anything that would be in the final game. Okay, that may be enough coins. I saved it. I'm gonna quit, load in. Whoops, I loaded it on the wrong screen. Ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah, collect the coins. It's just fun to collect coins. Hey, get up there. Oops. Oh, you get that one. Hey, where are these coins? What the? Is it an error up here? Should this be? I don't think that's right. But it didn't error out, so that's weird. Maybe I'm setting the value of top there incorrectly. Yep, because now it's copied these over. Huh. When I collide with the less than or equal to chunk right equals chunk top. Chunk top equals top. So chunk right can equal the top. I feel like I've set that wrongly. So in load, number of chunks, then top equals chunk count minus 1. See, I've done this wrong. Top should equal chunk count. And then this should be top minus 1. Top minus 1. And then that would be correct. And it may be incorrect elsewhere. Probably in the editor. I'm sure it will crash if I just launch it. So top of chunks. Well, let's just see what happens. Oh, it didn't crash when I played. Ding, 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 ding. Ring-a-ling, ding. Whoops, jump right over them. Aha! Segfault in play. It was when I just got to the middle of that last chunk, which means it started processing the chunk after it. Less than or equal to chunk right. Chunk right can be chunk top minus 1, the lower of cam right, and chunk top minus 1. That should work, right? I got the sudden urge to play Grandia. It's a game from my childhood I never finished. It's a very good RPG. And I think they're doing an HD remake of it. Anyway. Man. Hate being sick. Cold, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot. Maybe I'm just going through menopause. Ooh, I've got a headache. Be right back. Here we go. Get my drugs. My drugs for my headache. Ugh. That's the good stuff. Get some drugs in you. Actually, I basically avoid most drugs if I can, because they have negative side effects. So for headaches, instead of ibuprofen, which is a general painkiller, it's an NSAID type painkiller, which causes damage to the lining of your stomach. And over a lifetime of, occasional use can cause terrible damage. Instead of taking ibuprofen, I take ginger in little casing thing, little pill casing. And it works just as well as ibuprofen in my experience. So whether that's placebo effect or whether that's real, a real physiological effect, it doesn't matter because it works against the headache. But it actually is scientifically proven, ginger, to be an effective painkiller. So, and it doesn't harm you, unlike stinking ibuprofen and other general painkillers like that. Anyway. And it has other good effects. It's just good for you nutritionally. Ginger is, of course. It's unprocessed plant food. Full of all that good stuff you need. Antioxidants and whatnot. So, we are crashing when we get all the way to the right. I wonder if we crash inside the editor. Boom. Aha. Yep. Oh, maybe it's in the draw function then. Draw. Chunk top equals top. And this should be top minus 1. Top minus 1. Yeah. So it was in the draw function, but the editor is now allowing you to go too far across. Where's the mouse middle? Minimum of top times that maximum of drag start plus drag offset minus the server game view scale. Does this need to be minus 1? Chunks minus 1. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. Oh, I want a new chunk. Boom. It didn't add a chunk. Hey. Why is my new chunk button not working anymore? When did I change that? What the flim flanagan? Menu tools, click, tool, new chunk, exit 0. When you press this button, close the whole application. See, it's not doing it. If min x minus menu left over 32 and tool count minus 1 equals tool new chunk, x minus menu left over 32. If point is within reg. So we're getting into this right now, but we must be, because we're setting the active tool. I'm setting the active tool to mouse to new chunk. Tool new chunk. Cursor polygon new chunk. Cursor polygon new chunk. I mean, when I'm on polygon, I can. It's just this I'm not getting into. Min x minus menu left over 32. Tool count minus 1. Tool count is this. Equals tool new chunk. X minus menu left over 32. And that would be 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. How is this not evaluating correctly? What the flip? I'm gonna put exit 0 back in here. It doesn't do it when I click on any of the other tools. Oh, it did it. Aha. X minus menu left over 32. Equals tool new chunk. This is an int, right? It has to be, because it's divided by 32. Oh well. What the hell? Somehow it wasn't an integer. I thought the right-hand operand defined the type of the full expression, but It seems I was wrong. Oh. Adding a new chunk doesn't work. Size of chunks +1, plus top of chunks. Init chunks, sprites 16, init chunks. Entities edited to 2, init chunks, polygons to 0, update active chunk. Which one of these makes us fail? I'm just going to put an exit 0 here so that we know if it's a safe exit. Nope, not there. Not there. Not there. There we go, exited with code 0. So it's init, game data, level.chunks, top of level.chunks. Oh, it should be plus top at the end. Whoops. These are on the same line, that's weird. Okay, this line should be at the end. Boom. Now we have an extra chunk. So what was happening was top should equal, basically size most of the time. So when I resize, then top becomes a valid index in the array. Then I do the stuff with top and then increase top so that you know when the array ends. But I was increasing it first and then editing that chunk, which was one beyond the array again. Okay, so now we're back to normal. And this tool doesn't get selected because that wouldn't make any sense. I just made a bunch of extra chunks. Yowza. Yes, I did. I think I would like some sound effects now. So the question is, how should I go about that? There are a bunch of free sound libraries all over the place. But it's tough to get all of your sound to consistently fit together if you do that. I could get some kind of synthesizer, like FL Studio or whatever, and create sound effects in that. Of course, since I'm just, in the early development stage, I could do voice clips for everything. That's really the best way to do it, I think. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, so that's picking up my microphone just fine. And the correct microphone. How should a coin sound? Twing! 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 Ah, that clips horribly. I better be back from the microphone. Twing! Twing! Alright, let's see. Twing! 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 The first one clips a little bit, so I'll use the second one. I need to record some silence. Alright. We need high quality temporary shit. Voice-based sound effects. Get rid of the noise. Zoom in. Bing! Right here. Alright, now we'll see how much of the end we actually need. Let's get rid of all of it and see how that sounds. Nope, that's cut short, so let's just do that. It's pretty good. Now let's increase the speed. How do I do this? Where is it? Amplify, change speed. Speed multiplier 2. Thank you very much. Oh, that's bad. Change speed 1.4. Cuts off too soon still. Maybe I need to leave more. Alright. Speed 1.25. It's not bad. Not bad. 1.5. It's kind of terrible. We need a reverb. Reverb is what we need. Yep. I don't know about those settings. That is horrible. Horrible. Reverb. Room size. Pre-delay. Reverberance. This is all terrible. I hate this. I'm not a sound man. Maybe we just need repeat. No, you know, I need copy. I need a new track. Edit. File. Select. How do I put a new track? Add new track. Copy it. Wait, but I wanna paste it like a tiny bit offset. Like right there. Alright. Oh, that's horrible. That wasn't a tiny bit offset. That was massively offset. How about there? It does add something to it. Alright, so this horrifying, terrible sound effect shall be the coin pickup sound for now. Brilliant. Yep, we need that as an OG. Wait, no, I haven't imported OGs yet, have I? We need a wave. Oh wait, have I done OGs? Or did I just start doing OGs? Gee, I can't remember. I'm gonna have a quick look. OG. Main. So, how far did I get into this? Okay, yeah, I was just reading the header information. So I haven't decoded OG files yet, so we'll do a wave file. Alright, Super Kero Sounds, or SFX. Coin.wave. Tracks will mix down to a single mono channel. Thank you. Okay, now that we have that lovely sound effect, I need to add sound to the game. So, let's see. I need to open up sound. Well, first we need to include it. Then just need to do this somewhere. I'll do it as soon as we've gone full screen. So we create the sound thread, then block until the sound thread is ready. I need to write more documentation for this so I remember how to use it. That's odd. That shouldn't be in there. We need to call this sound. This, do we? Or that's already called over here. K sound in it. So that's fine. So now we just need to make a sound. So the coin sound shall go in here. K sound T SFX. I don't know how many we'll have, so I'll just make it 32 for now. And I'll make an enumerator. Sound coin shall be one of them. Sound, I'll call it SFX actually. Sound effects. Sound effects count. Okay, then down here. Merge game data SFX. SFX coin. We need to load that. K sound load. pointer to that, and it shall be sfx/coin.wave. If not this, then we print out an error. Typing. Need to play more of the typing of the dead. Failed to load sound file. And return -1. Sorry about that, I am sick. Now let's see, we've loaded the sound. Now in play, whenever you get a coin, we shall do... How do you do this? Where's my function? I just have to set this, don't I? Game data sfx, wait, sound data t, sound dot sfx 0 equals, wait, how do you do this? I had a function for this, did I not? Didn't I have a grand old function for this? Okay, sound load. Blah, blah, blah. What else did I do sound in? No Timon has sound. Let's open up main, search sound. Sound data, d sound data. Create the thread. Block until the sound, and then inside title screen, whoops. Then we load the sound. Oh, and then I do just set it. Okay. So I will just go game data sound sfx 0 equals game data sfx coin. And I'll have to set some things on this. Dot. Well, actually, that should all be correct already. Now in main, whoops, main of Super Kero Land, I need to make okay, sound data t sound. Okay, sound t not found. Sound. Sound t and sound data t, they should both start with a K. Which means K sound data t, K sound data t, and K sound t, K sound t. Okay, what have we got now? In Kero sound line 52, K sound t, Kero sound line 139, K sound t. In main line 89. I need to include p thread, do I? Guess that should be included in Kero sound. P thread. .h. Sound data undeclared main 89. game data sound. Then, oh, dot sound. Sound data undeclared. And game data dot sound. 96. Game data dot sound. Okay, now in the build script, I'll open it in this side. Whoops. Build, I need to link pthread. Oh, what was that? All these undefined references. Is pthread not it? Note him on build LP thread LA sound. There we go. Failed to load sound file, sound effects / coin.wave. Number of channels incorrect is one, should be stereo 2. Well, I'm sure that'll be fine. Wait. Oh, that's the error. Sound. Okay, sound load. Number of channels incorrect is that, should be that. Yep. So, I need to combine these tracks. Mix and render. Whoop, what happened? Tracks. Mix. Mix stereo down to mono. It's all mono? I don't know. I need to mix this up. It needs to be stereo. Export as wave. Format options. No format options. Audacity. Mono to stereo. Maybe I can edit my track here. Make stereo track. Oh. Split stereo track, split stereo to mono. I want to combine these. Tracks, mix. I need these to be on the same track. Otherwise they're going to be coming out of two separate speakers. Okay. Well, I need to Audacity mix samples. Or mix two tracks. Mixing audio tracks. Track mixing replaces the original tracks. So how do I tell it which ones I want to mix? There's this select button there. That's not here though. Maybe this needs to be wider somehow or something. Doesn't seem like it. Audio track. I need to be right back. So yeah, be right back. I'm back. Okay. Trying to figure out how to mix these things. These blasted tracks in Audacity. Can I, like, select all and then mix the... Aha! That seems way louder. Well, whatever, who cares? Now I can't make it a stereo track. Add new stereo track. Fine. I'll just take this and I'll do that. And now it's a stereo track. And it sounds fine. And now I'll export it as a wave. Yes. And now it'll work. Nope, no sound. Okay, so when I load a sound, we set everything to 0. The frame count is set. The bit rate is fine. The read length, okay. So when I play the sound, well, let's see in title screen. When I want to play a sound. Otherwise, I set loop start frame, looping and active. But what about... I don't play any other sound effects at the moment. I'm going to kill some of these extra files now. That's fine. Switch to main. We initialize the sound. We load the sound file. Maybe I need to print some debug information here. So in Kero sound, what's a sound file's data? Let's see, frame, that's frame count, frame current, loop start frame, and then those. Okay. Then, what is it? Game data, sound effects coin. Dot frame. Oh, I guess we don't need to print that, but whatever. Frame count, frame current, loop start frame, flags.active, flags.looping, and somehow I think I need to set that active frame. So I'm just going to switch to play and take sound effects coin and set active to true and set frame current to 0. Whoops, there we go. And that's fine. Horrible. But working. Uh-oh. We have extra. Oh wait, what? The camera's just going too far. Camera X. Where do I set the maximum camera? It must be in play. Camera X equals top of chunks. Oops. -1. There we go. And all those printfs. Don't matter. Okay. Now we have a horrible coin sound effect, and it's way too loud. Yeah, that is awful. I'll at least lower the desktop audio thing in OBS so that you don't die anymore. Yeah, that's still pretty loud, huh? I'll turn it down a bit more. Okay. Let me know if the coin sound effect is too loud and annoying on the stream. I mean, I know it's annoying, but it's original content. That's what's important. I love that. Look at my coins. Like, oh, 1, 2, 3. That's great. Ah! It's just stacking off the screen now. Maybe I should have the coins stacking down here. That would feel better, I think. That is in play. So we need to translate by, well, I just need to not start with the height of the window. Oh. I see. Maybe I don't need to subtract those anymore either. I need to actually add a little bit.
Oh, my cabbages!
I don't know how much. I'll just start with 8 pixels and see how that gets us. Oh, that looks correct. Oh, this is fabulous. I love that you're stacking up coins down the bottom there. And now how many we're gonna get? The chest stacking up. I love that. I'm gonna leave that as is. So when you play, like, if you make your own level with way too many coins in it, you can just stack up an outrageous amount of coins. Fabulous. Fabulous. It's just fun walking around here collecting coins, jumping around. Oh yeah, get back to the start. Bring them all back by visiting the editor. And it's good because every time you get a chest full of coins, even if you've got the maximum number, like, so that it's to the top of the screen, it'll still wiggle the chests around. You see that the front chest is left, then right, then left, then right, so it'll at least do that. So you can still see that you got a new chest, even when you're off the screen, with the number of chests of gold you've got. Well, I think that's fabulous. Welcome back, Cute Math. What happened? I don't know. Development continued. Whoops, now it's on the wrong screen. I made a horrible coin sound effect, as you can hear. And I stacked up a ton of coins in this one spot. So it looks like one coin, but it gets you tons of coins. Yeah. Super Kero Land now has sound, which means the price has gone up $20. Anyone who missed out, Too bad. Now you've got to pay me even more money. But it's okay, because you can earn it all back playing this game, evidently. Just pick up these coins. Redeemable for 0 of your American dollars. And that's cash. AAA quality. Yeah. You're right. This is, you know what? I would say this surpasses AAA. Most AAA games. I just realized this slope doesn't quite line up. Wait, put that there. Bring it up one over here. There we go. Now it lines up. And I should bring this one up as well. Alright. Yeah, now they line up nicely and smoothly. Although you seem to bump right there. When I save and reload, that bump will go away. Yeah, because it's not fractional anymore. So I should store these as integers all the time. The positions of polygons. Let's go into the editor. So whenever I move bits around, polygon dragging, game data level polygons plus equals drag game dot x. Drag game. So I'll just make this an integer. Int. There we go. And polygon mouse pause equals this int. Alright, that's good. That's ints. Equals int. So we're already setting to int right there. And then when we're dragging the vertices, Fine. Vertex dragging. Game data level chunks polygons, vertex being dragged equals vec to the game space. I need to make this an int as well. Oops. L. And polygon drag. Guess that's fine. Coin position doesn't really matter. I think that'll make everything, all the polygons will fit to integers now when editing. Yeah, now you can feel it on the integers. This is just fun. It's just fun to walk around to like, oh, that's odd. This polygon here is kind of, there we go. I just want to make all the money. In this video game, I mean, I swear I'm not greedy in real life, guys. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, that's... I'm already used to this sound effect. I won't lie and say it's a good sound effect, but I'm used to it now. Now in my head it just means you got money. So I actually enjoy hearing ding, ding, ding. That's fun. Watching this stack of coins build up and then turn into a bag, and then, well, 4 bags. And how many coins do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more coin. Boom. That's just fun. That is fun. You know, if I just put a proper way of like naming your saved levels and then loading levels through some kind of Steam interface or whatever, I totally could put this on Steam Early Access. Like, that's the level of Steam Early Access games. That's the bar for quality. But I wouldn't do that. Now, I would consider, I don't really like Steam Early Access, so I don't plan on ever using it. But I would at least consider it for this game. Like, once I've finished, the level editor is all working, I've got a couple of basic levels showing how things work, and I've got, most of the entities and stuff in the game, then that's when it really would be, a fair candidate for Steam Early Access. And then I could, through continued development, add the rest of the entities I want in the game, make the levels that I want. But in the meantime, people could play the game, make their own levels, share them with their friends, and stuff like that. Give feedback on how it all feels and works. But I think I would rather just completely finish the game before I ever release anything. Make my own campaign with the level editor, put in all the entities that I actually want. Stuff like that before a release. Your little sister said the sound effect is fabulous. Well, thank you, Cute Math's little sister. It's kind of odd how sometimes your head actually bonks the ceiling and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes you move a little bit. It seems to be if you're moving diagonally, you can get your head right up there, but not if you're just moving oh, no, never mind, right there I can. Although I'm moving horizontally a little bit with every jump. Isn't that strange? Not really a big deal, though. And if I just jump and don't hit anything, I'm not moving horizontally at all. But it's when every frame in which the head is bonked. Probably because it's, the X is set to like 0.01 or something like that. Suppose I could fix that by putting a minimum absolute value on the X and Y of the minimum translation vector. Yeah, I might as well do that. Might as well. That would be in play. Where are my collisions? Uppy. If polygons intersect MTV. Player movement back. Let's see. If absolute player movement back dot x is less than 0.01f, player movement back dot x equals 0. And the same for y. And that will probably fix it. There we go. Oh, I saw a movement. But it's not moving anymore. So that's odd. Well, maybe I hallucinated that movement. More likely that's wishful thinking. Well, I'm not seeing it though. So, Cute Math, your little sister is my genius market researcher. How much would she pay me for this epic game in which you can edit levels and pick up coins? I've actually never sold a game before, so... Well, technically. I have a pay what you want thing on my Maze 95, and a couple of people gave me some money for that, so that was cool, but... $0? Well, she drives a hard bargain. I've got to admit. But, you know what? No deal! Ha 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 ha. No, even if I were releasing it for free, I wouldn't release it right now. I think I will probably sell this game, though. I think it'd be a good enough game to sell. Except for this slowly wiggling down this slope here. You're not supposed to be doing that, little Kero man. What if it's like less than 0.1? Because that's 0.1 of a pixel. That's still a really small amount of movement. No head movement there. Okay, that's obviously messed up that. So that's trouble. Were you always sliding down the slope automatically? I swear that wasn't the case. Maybe it's just adding these lines buggered that up. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. I did not know that I had buggered that up. Now you don't slide down slopes. Maybe I should do character animations now. Give them a little run animation. I need to do research. That's what I need. I think this is what I use. MGBA. Where is it? Super Mario Land. Here we go. Yeah. Gold. So Mario in Super Mario Land has how many frames? Standing still. Even has a turnaround frame. He seems to have 2 or 3. It actually looks like 3 frames of animation there. Maybe only 2 though. And how about when he's big? Is that 3? I really can't tell. Gee, I can't tell how many frames of animation that is. Maybe I can look up a Super Mario Land sprite sheet. Super Mario Land sprite sheet. Can't believe your sister said she'd only give me $0 for that. Think of all the time I put into that sound effect. Gee. That's just disrespectful to the indie game developer community. Right there. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3 frames of animation. A big step, a mid step, and then a back step. Sort of end step stage. And I think they play it in this order too. Do 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 do. It feels like the foot swings forward fast. Alright, where's my player? Super Kero Land player. Alright, new frame. How do I add a new frame? New frame is Alt-N, of course. I should have known. This is the leading foot here on the left. But what foot do you lead with when you walk? Oh dear. I think I lead with my left foot most of the time. So that's what I'll use, and that would be his shadowed foot here. I think I can afford a few more frames of animation than Super Mario Land had. But I don't want to go crazy on it, because I'm just not a very good artist. So it would take me forever. Gosh, I'm feeling sicker and sicker by the minute. Might be a shorter stream today than usual. I've been going 3 hours, I don't know. Normally I go like 6, but I'll just stop when I start feeling too sick. Because I'm feeling pretty sick now, but I want to keep going right now. Alright, what's the eyedropper tool? Eye. Of course, eye for eyedropper. I want this shadowy. Finally, she left. Don't push. Huh? I'm not quite understanding what you're writing. Are you saying I pushed her by saying she was being... don't push myself. That's what you're saying, because I'm sick. Oh, well, it's not exactly intensive work or anything, is it? I'm sitting on a computer. In my gym jams. Right, so this foot needs to go right into a big step. But I feel like he would just like do a little wiggle step. He wouldn't have a big man step with his legs bending all over the place and stuff. I feel like it would even be just like something like doot up there, maybe a bit thicker because he's kind of fat. And then this one is majority this color. This one will go to the back. Something like that. And then erase, whoops. Erase. And whoops. That looks really silly. Maybe the legs have moved too far. But maybe if I just move him up a little bit. Boop. Actually, immediately that feels better. Now I need, so we play that frame, this frame, that frame, this frame, and then new frame. Whoops. You need to go, you need to, you need to go over there. And in this frame, this leg will be like here. That's just as far forward, isn't it? No, it's one less, so that's good. That's kind of what I was going for. And then we need this color for the bottom of his foot. And then this one shall go on the back. Is that wrong? I feel like when I move him up, he's gonna reveal that I've put those legs in the wrong spot. Yep. Well, that leg is at least back one, but it's not really down one. So it needs to go down. Down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Down, down, down. Oh, we'll have lots of fun. Is that how he's shaped? Not quite. Like that, I think. Yep. And like this. How have I? Maybe I need to add in like that. Alright, so those legs aren't as far out because they're on the opposite sides. And I'll have to move the arms as well. I need to also duplicate this frame. What's like a duplicate frame? Whoops. Duplicate cell. Right, what? No. New frame then. New frame, and this one needs to go in between. Whoops, what is play? Shortcut enter. Hey, Ava. What's up? You actually caught the stream. That's what your yes is about, I imagine. Now, when he moves that, this arm should go forward. Can I rotate? How do I rotate? Is there a rotate tool? I don't see one. Edit, rotate, transform. Nope. Okay. There's really no rotation in this. Shift by anything other than 90 degrees. Been busy assembling new furniture, but you're here. Jolly good. What's the new furniture, if you don't mind me asking? I could just rotate it 90 degrees. Counterclockwise. What is this? The center of rotation or something? Okay, well, I'll put it like there. Oops. That color. G. There we go. Rotating pixel art is hard? Nah, just rotate them. Just rotate the buggers. I will edit, rotate clockwise, and then put that right there. Then I will fill that in. That's not bad. Can send pictures later, but yesterday it was a set of cabinets with shelves, and today it was just a huge bookshelf. Marty has been making second-hand hauls. Nice. I enjoy putting furniture together, especially things that are organizational. This actually already looks pretty good. I'm surprised. I thought this would be utter crap, but I'm like, oh yeah, this looks good. Looking good. Okay, let's save that. Can I... There must be an export a sprite sheet, right? Export sprite sheet. Sheet type horizontal. Oh my god, did they add this? When was this added? This wasn't there before. Well, that's great. Horizontal strip. Padding, trim, extrude layers. Visible layers. Frames, all frames. Output file. Open generated sprite sheet. Yes. Hey! It really does it. So that exported as an Ace Sprite file. Now I'll just export that as player.png. Okay. Wonderful. Yay, running frog. Yes, indeed. Now I need to do player animation. So when I draw the player, when do I do that? Player texture, right? Isn't that what it's called? No? Is it player dot texture? Maybe it's only drawn in main. Well, gonna have other oh, game data player.sprite. So that's where this is where we draw this. Okay. So I'm going to need in the player. Wait, where is he stored? Oh, is he stored in main? Yeah, there's the bastard. Int frame. Maybe I should do it as a float. Float animation frame. And then I can cast it to an integer and modulo it, you know, by whatever. Whenever I want. I'm getting sicker by the moment. More ginger. Bring on more ginger. I feel more motivated to keep the stream going for more than normal time because Ava's here. She's been missing the stream because of timing. Animation frame. So text coord shall be, so let's do frame offset. Float frame offset equals game data player animation frame, and this shall be an int, and I'll just bracket all of that and then divide that or modulo that by 4 frames. And then 1 over this. No worries, Ava. No worries. I just said it's contributing to my motivation to keep streaming, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I'll stream a little bit longer than I was thinking I would. I'm probably not going to stream the full amount that I normally stream because I am sick, but, you know, a little bit more than I would have otherwise. Now, frame offset. And that's 0. And then frame offset plus 1 over 4. Frame offset plus 1 over 4. And frame offset. And now in play, when you are moving, if, let's see, did move input equals false, move input equals true, whoops, move input equals true, if move input, then player dot animation, game data player animation frame plus equals game data platform delta times define player animation speed 4. Alright. Well, that is brilliant. Oh dear. Animation frame. So, main. Bloody hell. Main. Frame offset equals 0. Okay, so it's calculating a bad frame offset. Maybe I need to set this to a float. Nope. Game data player animation frame as an integer. Modulo 4 should be 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh. It should be those over 4. There we go. Okay, that is definitely not fast enough. Still not quite fast enough. Hey! This is why I need Alex Horatio to make me sound effects. Because otherwise my sound effects sound like this. Oh yeah, I just love getting this one. The secret mega coin. I should make like a... Well, I can use these sacks of money and these chests of money in the game. Then when you pick them up, OMG the sound. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. So, Ava, will you buy my game in its current state on Steam Early Access right now? And how much will you give me for it? Look, you can add more coins. It's a good game. See? Seems to be working very well. Good. Thanks. Oh, I shouldn't pause mid animation like that. So in play. Else. Game data animation frame equals game data animation frame modulo 2 times 2. So 0 or 1 times 2. What? Have float and int. Oh. Int. So now whenever you stop moving. Oh. Whenever you stop moving it sets it to stationary position. But whenever you start moving, it should immediately take a step. So I shall do if game data animation frame is if int that is divisible by 2, then plus plus. That should only happen if you've been stationary last frame. Well, now I have to track whether you pushed the inputs last frame. And well, if move input, if not move input last frame, and then that, yep. Wonderful. So now you immediately take a step. So Ava, your silence on my question of how many dollars you'll give me for my Steam Early Access game I have right here leads me to believe that you're so stunned by the prospect that you would be able to purchase such a gem that you'd be at least willing to pay, what, $100? That's what I'm going to estimate. Probably $100 is what I'll put this on Steam Early Access for. I mean, what other game can you pause? You're like, you know, I don't like how tall this is. I'm going to make that really short. Look at that. Look at that. Can't do that in Half-Life. Can you? What about, I want it too tall? You can't even get that coin. Maybe you can, though. Yeah, you can, just. But what if I... I'm going to make the impossible coin. Hey! There is no getting that coin. Unless probably you make the frame rate really low and then you can, like, get in there just long enough. Could... Don't go breaking my heart. Don't go breaking my... Ava Skoog is breaking my heart. How could you say that about my coin sound effect? I'm going to turn it down really low. Okay. Tell me if I still need to turn it off. You can probably still hear it through the microphone too loudly. Okay, can you tolerate that degree of coin sound effect? Or send me a better sound effect. This is how I force people to do my work for me. I just make it so bad that they are so horrified at how bad it is that they go and do it for me. I'm a genius. Much as that frog running animation is like kinda bad, I also kinda really like it. It's just so silly. Paused midair. Bump, get the coin again. Gets really hard to balance volume of your voice with that. Oh, no worries. No worries. But you now it's fine, right? You can barely hear the sound effect at this point, surely. It's just this annoying little in the background, right? Oh yeah, get all the coins. This is level design right here. It's still quite loud? Oh, gee. Turning it down way further. And even the microphone button. Alright, surely. I actually need to turn up my laptop so I can even hear it. Surely. Surely that has got to be quiet enough. Although, of course, be honest and tell me if it's still too loud. I feel like I should make a jump animation now. Now that I'm into this player animation business, I'm like, yeah, might as well make a jump anim. New frame. Think it can just be a one frame deal. You're welcome, Ava. Let's see. He's gonna need to move up for the jump animation as well. And what shall I do? Whoops. What should the legs look like when he's jumping? Maybe I should put them up on the side like that. And move it across. It seems kind of horrible. It needs to be angled somehow. Maybe it needs to be more based off. Oh dear. Maybe it needs to be more angled like that. Little angle feet. What am I doing? This is a disaster. Okay. What have I done? Like that. Like this. Hey, that's not too bad. Hey, modern Joker. Are those your PC fans blazing? Yeah, I'm on a laptop, so you know how it goes. Diagonally behind like a real frog. Absolute madness. How dare you say that to me? And his arms should go up. Edit, rotate 180. And put it up there. Brilliant. I am an animating genius. Save that. Export sprite sheet. Too bad you can't do. Well, by rows, by columns. What is that supposed to mean? Number of columns, 4. Okay, yes. 128 by 64. Sure, do that. How does that export it? No, that is not how I want it. Okay, number of columns. Number of rows. Wait, by columns, number of rows. By rows, number of columns, 4. Oh, then this modifies. Okay, 88 by 64. Sure. Do that. Okay, that's what I want. Good. Yep, we'll export that. That's good to go. By the way, your name, Modern Joker, just reminded me that new Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix. Ooh, that's coming out on Friday. I'm going to see that. That is going to be the bomb. Okay, so now we've got a little jumpy boy. We need to modify how we're drawing the player again. This needs to be 1/2 and 1/2. Whoops. Yep. And then frame offset. I guess that should be frame offset X. And frame offset Y. Gosh. Frame offset Y is only if the player is jumping. So how do we store that the player is jumping? Maybe using the jump time variable. Jump time or fall time. Equals, game data player. What do I use? If keyboard Z, fall time is less than coyote time. Oh, I could just check. This. But I want it to be falling as well. So fall time equals 0. I think if fall time equals 0, or this might be wrong. I'll try it. Or jump time is larger than 0, then frame offset Y shall equal 0.5, otherwise it'll equal 0. Or it should be negative 0.5. Oh, and then I need to do frame offset Y plus. That's not right. That's not right at all. Okay. Maybe I should just have a variable player.inAir or something. Where do I set when the player hits the ground? Player grounded this frame. Maybe I should just store this in the game data. Game data player dot grounded this frame. Maybe. And then I can just check if player grounded this frame, then do jumping animation, and I can get rid of grounded this frame up here. Oh, and last frame, player grounded last frame. Suppose I should set that once. See you later, QMath. Thanks for hanging out, and have a good day. Then game data player dot and right here and there, and is that it? No member. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Player bool grounded this frame and grounded last frame. Alright, what have I bugged up? Kero grounded this frame undeclared. In play. 177. Ah, there we go. And where did I do that one? 191. Okay. Oh yeah, Ava, you said you were excited to see the level editor. It looks like that's working, by the way. The jump animation. Oh, except for oh yeah, when he's jumping, he shouldn't do the other thing. So what do you think of the level editor? I'll show it more in a minute, I guess, because I don't think you've seen much of it. Frame offset X equals player grounded this frame, question mark, all of those, otherwise 0. Alright, now he's not disappearing. Wonderful. What a high quality game I am creating here. So anyway, the level editor. The level is divided into chunks. If, hypothetically, I were doing a game with vertical movement beyond the bounds of the screen, then, you know, it'd be the same thing. Everything that's limited to horizontal would just work in vertical as well, you can imagine. But, you know, you can select and move objects. You can edit polygons. These are collision polygons. You can create new polygons and then edit them and just add vertices to them. You know, I think it all works fairly intuitively. And then once a polygon has fewer than 4 vertices, it gets automatically deleted. I might make it faster, like press the delete key to delete what you've currently selected. You can place the player wherever you want, place coins around, and whatnot. I haven't made a way to delete coins yet. Well, that seems like an oversight. But anyway, and you'll be able to just put graphics on here, you know, drag around sprites, stretch and skew them as you like. That'll be later. It's not really vital right now, obviously. I was also thinking possibly for the ultra basic version I could do like just one sprite or a couple of full scale sprites per chunk. If you wanted fully custom graphics for every single chunk, you could just layer some sprites, you know, a full background sprite, a full foreground sprite, And there you go. But most likely I'll do little sprites that you can drag onto areas and stretch and skew them and fit them to the different collision polygons, and yeah. Yeah, so that's that. I'm also thinking of doing like being able to make an object, right? So you could just anywhere in the editor you could like, you know, drag a sprite in and then create a polygon that fits the sprite, and then you could, like, you know, save that as a little object, so then when you're multiple chunks away you can be like, oh yes, I'll just put one of those objects in here, boop, and that'll copy the sprite and collision polygon, you know, so you can have consistently exactly the same collision polygons for everything that is the same. But then of course you've always got the option of editing, so you have invisible walls and crap like that. Yeah. So that's how it works. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And you can at any time just hit F1 to continue playing. And then F1 again, you're editing. F1, you're playing. Yeah. Right here is a massive stack of coins, by the way. That's why that has that effect. When I step on that, I suddenly get tons of coins. Alright, well, thanks for coming, everyone. I'm glad, Ava, you got to come to the stream for once. The timing wasn't all messed up and everything. And I got to show you the level editor. Got a ton done today, as usual when streaming game development. It just seems to go fantastically. So, yeah, what did I do? I got the saving and loading with the coins working correctly. Player animations. This whole system where the coins stack up on the side of the screen, which is like my favorite thing about this game right now. It's just arbitrary collision polygons and also stacking up chests of coins on the side of the screen is just grand. I'm having fun. I know the sound effect is absolutely awful, but there was the first implementation of sound in this game as well. And walking around stacking up coins is just a delight. So anyway, you will see this game on Steam Early Access for $400 next week. And I'm sick, so I'm ending the stream early. Bye!